Hi, Nick Houston here for Gotham Sound and Communications with Jim Pace from Sanken and Plus 24. Jim, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you very much for coming to visit. Welcome to Lost Wages.
Lost Wages, I love it. So, Jim, tell us about the state of Sanken. We've got this beautiful poster with this handsome gentleman on it. This is Dave Schwartz, a friend of mine and sound mixer from New York.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell us what's going on.
Well, the good news is the factory's been really hustling. They've actually getting a lot more production done. As I mentioned last time, we had some issues with labor and parts and things like that, but that's starting to be a lot better. And sales have gone up worldwide, so everybody's sort of catching on in other parts of the world, too. So there's a lot of pressure, but they're doing a really good job of keeping up with it now. The product continues to be very successful, very popular. You know, obviously we've got competitors now in the marketplace, but that's okay. Competition is a good thing. And as I mentioned, in 2021, we won a SciTech Award for the Sanken Lavalier, which was a 2.5-year process, because SciTechs are not like Grammys. They're hard to get, right? You know, they're very protective of the branding, obviously, things like that. And obviously shotguns, we're doing really well. The CSM1 and the CS3E are two most popular shotguns. We are getting more activity in the stereo environments, CSS50s. And there's still this thing now about immersive sound and how you can generate sound fields using microphones. That might be good for those things. Music side especially, our music products have really taken off as well. So it's been a really good year, the last 6 months especially, and we're looking forward to a great this year and next year, whatever year those numbers are.
Which one it is, yeah.
That's right.
I mean, we've noticed, as we talked last year, I think it was 3 months out for a new batch of Sankens, and now, and specifically the Cost 11, which is still incredibly popular. Now, they're either in stock or it's only a couple of weeks away. So it really is kind of as you predicted.
It's been great, yeah. So, you know, we're pretty happy. I haven't been back to the factory in 3 years now because of the pandemic. And usually when I go, I get inside information. We talk about R&D, with new product development. We have a lot of ideas, and they usually surprise me, so I'm trying to get back over to Tokyo and spend some time.
So they only do it in person, so you don't have any...
No, it's everything in person. I meet face-to-face with all the PhDs. And, of course, they do some co-development with NHK. So they have a field test engineer set in NHK of 100 field engineers. So there's a lot of instant and good feedback on what it's about. My job is to make sure that the products are presented in a manner that's useful for our marketplace. So I use feedback from people in our industry to provide that sort of thing. And there are certain things that they're really great at doing and certain things they need some coaching and help with. But third generation family, Ichiro, the grandson, is about to turn 50, and they might give him enough responsibilities now because he's been so young. He's been so young. Right. But they're great people. They have this is their life. This is their identity. This is what they do. And they're so grateful for everything that happens. So grateful for everything that happens. Yeah, but been a pleasure working with them. Like it is a pleasure working with you guys.
We appreciate it.
That's right.
So we'll open it up for questions in just a second. One of the questions that I like to ask is, is there anything talking to people at NAB that you find out like, oh, I'm surprised you're using our mics in this way?
Well, we've seen a lot more house of worship people doing a lot of different things with it. We're seeing a lot more, like it's talking about Atmos, people doing Atmos recordings with it. Those are probably the two biggest things, but I think just overall, just the number and the variations of the people that are coming by from all walks of life, doing all sorts of projects, whether they're, podcasts or whether they're, traditional radio or, whatever it is this week. I mean, the YouTube guys that come by. I've got 200,000 followers, and I use this microphone, and I want to do that, and it's just the people, the applications are changing. I still think people that know what it's supposed to sound like are the value.
Yeah,
right.
Sure. Yep.
Right. There are a lot of really bright guys out doing IT, but it doesn't mean they know the difference between what stereo really is or something. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's been that kind of application. And it's great to see so many people here. I mean, I was here 10 minutes after the show opened the first day. It was packed.
Yeah.
The attendance has been really lively, and that's for us, too.
They had a big countdown with music, and there was no smoke machine, but there were strobe lights, and it was pretty intense and maybe a little silly.
Yeah, of course.
But,
trade shows are supposed to be silly, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's right.
All right, well, let's open up to questions. Lauren, do we have any questions on the internet for Jim?
Cost 11D is an amazing mic. but is there any plans for a refresh or new lav mics in the future?
Yes, there are plans, products in development. The difference between Sanken and some other companies is that they won't just make a microphone to make a microphone. They invent new technologies, and you don't invent things just because somebody says I need a new mic by Thursday. So, and that's been expressed a lot over the last few years in shotguns and some of our studio mics. The next generation lav will be a companion to this microphone. It won't replace this microphone. And there's some design targets we all have, seeing what the market likes now these days. But I'm hoping to see some information for us to distribute by the end of the year, maybe a new product by next NAB.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I got a little goosebumps.
We're going to make a microphone so small you don't know it's there.
Great.
Or you don't know you have it. Or you don't know you don't know that it works.
You heard it here. The Invisimic coming soon.
That's right.
Lauren, anything else?
We're going to think it's audio and you'll get it. Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Jesse Productions wants to know which Sanken mics are still made in Japan.
All of them. Yeah, everything is handcrafted. Final assembly is all done in Tokyo, in the Okakubo district. R&D's there as well. Obviously, they pull in parts from different places, mostly in Japan, though. There are very few things that aren't domestic in the Tokyo, or actually as far south as Yokohama, I think, is where they go with it. But all in Japan.
And do you speak any Japanese?
I can order beer. Biru Simi-san.
Very good.
See, pretty good, huh?
Yeah, pretty good.
But in Tokyo, you get along great with English in Japan. In Tokyo,
Yeah.
That's great. If you get outside the city, then you get a lot more pubbling, head scratching, and Jim-san. That's right. But it's still, after going there for 40, 50 trips, whatever, I still get to break the rules because I'm not from there, and I just keep smiling. Enjoy it.
Travel tips.
Yeah.
Anything else, Lauren?
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Beautiful. Jim, we'll
Thank
wrap
you so
it up.
much.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to your event in May. It'll be wonderful.
Yes, we'll see you in New York.
That'll be great.
At the Gotham Expo.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. We'll be back with another video very shortly. Again, subscribe on YouTube if you want to get notifications. Get ready with your comments. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks.